Hey, you, yes, you. Have you ever felt like people are constantly judging you? Saying things that don't even make sense? Yeah, I get it, we all do. But let me tell you something. Not everything in life deserves your reaction. Life throws all kinds of situations at us, some good, some bad, and some that just don't make sense. Every day we hear opinions, face criticism, and come across negativity that tries to pull us in. But reacting to everything, that's exhausting. Not everything needs a response, and not every battle is worth fighting. The more we learn to filter out unnecessary reactions, the more peace we create in our lives. People will always have something to say no matter what you do. If you succeed, they'll have opinions. If you fail, they'll have opinions. Even if you do absolutely nothing, they'll still have something to say. Trying to respond to every comment, every rumor, or every judgment will only drain your energy. Instead, choosing silence can be more powerful than any argument. Walking away from negativity isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Social media, gossip, and constant opinions make it easy to feel the need to explain yourself. But the truth is, you don't owe anyone an explanation for how you live your life. People see what they want to see, hear what they want to hear, and believe what they want to believe. You can't control their perception, but you can control your response. Sometimes the best response is no response at all. Emotions can take over when faced with criticism or negativity, but reacting in the heat of the moment rarely helps. It only adds fuel to unnecessary drama. Taking a step back, breathing, and choosing peace over reaction gives you power. It shows that your energy is too valuable to be wasted on things that don't matter. The ability to stay calm when provoked is a sign of real strength. There's freedom in knowing that you don't have to engage with everything that bothers you. Every negative comment, every rude remark, or every unnecessary argument is just a distraction. The moment you stop letting them affect you, you start focusing on what truly matters: your goals, your happiness, and your own growth. Reactions don't change people's opinions, but your silence can change how much control they have over you. Choosing not to react doesn't mean you don't care. It means you value your peace more. It means you understand that some things are just not worth your time. Not every action needs a reaction, and not every opinion needs validation. Letting go of the need to respond to everything allows you to live life on your terms, with confidence, clarity, and a heart that remains unbothered. Life isn't always easy. There are days when nothing seems to go right, when the weight of the world feels too heavy, and when even the smallest things start to feel overwhelming. In those moments, smiling might feel like the last thing you want to do. But a smile, even a small one, has the power to shift your mindset. It doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing hope over despair, even when things aren't going your way. A smile isn't just an expression, it's energy. It affects not only you, but also the people around you. When you smile, even through challenges, you create an environment of positivity. It's a simple act, but it sends a message to your mind and body that you are strong enough to handle whatever is in front of you. Sometimes that small act of courage is enough to change the course of your day. Pain, disappointment, and struggles are part of life, but they don't have to define your entire experience. There will always be setbacks, failures, and moments that make you question everything. In those times, a smile becomes an act of resilience. It's a way of saying, I am still here, I am still moving forward. It doesn't mean ignoring your pain, it means choosing to rise above it. There is something powerful about smiling through challenges. It confuses the negativity, disarms those who want to see you fall, and reminds you that better days are ahead. Smiling doesn't erase problems, but it gives you a different perspective on them. It keeps you from getting stuck in the darkness and helps you find even the smallest bits of light in any situation. Smiling, even in tough times, doesn't mean you have to hide your struggles. It simply means you refuse to let them take away your spirit. It means that no matter how difficult things get, you are still capable of finding joy in small moments. A smile is a silent reminder that you are more than your hardships, and no struggle has the power to define you completely. Life will always have ups and downs, but your attitude towards them makes all the difference. A smile doesn't mean you have everything figured out, and it doesn't mean you don't feel the weight of your struggles. It simply means you are choosing strength, choosing positivity, and choosing to move forward, one step at a time. Words are easy to say, but actions carry real weight. People can promise anything, talk endlessly about their dreams, or make claims about who they are, but at the end of the day, what truly matters is what they do. Actions reveal character, commitment, and sincerity in a way that words never can. When faced with doubt, criticism, or expectations, the best way to respond is not through explanations or arguments, but through consistent effort and results. Many people waste time trying to prove themselves through words, constantly explaining their plans or defending their choices. But real confidence doesn't come from talking, it comes from doing. There's no need to convince others of your worth when your actions already show it. The strongest people are the ones who silently work towards their goals, letting their success speak for them instead of seeking validation from others. Actions are not just about proving something to the world, they shape who you become. Every effort you put in, every step you take, and every challenge you overcome builds the person you are. You don't need to announce your every move or explain your every decision. Just keep going, keep working, and let your progress tell your story. The loudest statement you can make is showing up every day and doing what needs to be done. When faced with negativity or doubt, silence can be more powerful than any response. People may question your ability, underestimate your potential, or try to bring you down. Engaging in unnecessary arguments only wastes energy. Instead, channel that energy into action. Let your achievements be your response, your progress be your comeback, and your consistency be your strength. In relationships, in careers, and in life, actions reveal truth in a way words never can. People who genuinely care show it through their efforts, not just their promises. Hard work, kindness, dedication, these things don't need to be spoken about, they are felt. Trust isn't built on words alone, but on the actions that prove loyalty, integrity, and perseverance over time. The world is full of noise, opinions, distractions, endless conversations that don't lead anywhere. The ones who truly make a difference are those who focus less on talking and more on doing. Instead of seeking approval or waiting for the perfect moment, take action, stay consistent, and let your results speak louder than anything you could ever say. The world is full of opinions, distractions, and unnecessary drama. Everywhere you turn, someone has something to say about how you should live, what you should do, or who you should be. If you listen to every voice around you, you will lose sight of your own. Not everything needs your attention, and not every opinion deserves your time. Learning to ignore the noise is one of the most powerful skills you can develop. People will always talk. They will judge your decisions, criticize your success, and question your choices, even when they don't fully understand them. The more you try to please everyone, the more lost you become. The truth is, no matter what you do, someone will have an opinion about it. The only way to stay true to yourself is to block out the unnecessary noise and focus on what truly matters to you. Social media, gossip, and outside pressure create a constant stream of voices that can be overwhelming. It's easy to compare yourself to others or feel the need to respond to negativity, but the more energy you spend on these distractions, the less energy you have for your growth. Not every comment needs a reply, and not every rumor needs to be addressed. The best way to deal with unnecessary noise is to rise above it and keep moving forward. Focusing on your goals requires discipline, and discipline means knowing what to ignore. Doubts, criticism, and distractions will always be there, but they only have power over you if you give them attention. The most successful people aren't the ones who react to everything. They are the ones who stay locked in on their vision, no matter what is happening around them. The more you focus on your own journey, the quieter the noise becomes. Negativity from others often says more about them than it does about you. People project their fears, insecurities, and limitations onto others because it's easier than working on themselves. When you understand this, it becomes easier to let go of unnecessary opinions. Instead of letting the noise shake your confidence, use it as a reminder to trust yourself more. The only voice that truly matters is the one inside you. There will always be distractions trying to pull you in different directions. The challenge is learning to filter what helps you from what holds you back. Not every voice deserves space in your mind, and not every distraction deserves a reaction. The more you learn to ignore the noise, the more clarity, peace, and confidence you'll find within yourself. True self-worth is not defined by external validation. It doesn't come from compliments, social media likes, or the approval of others. It comes from within, from knowing who you are, what you stand for, and what you bring to the world. Relying on others to determine your value will always leave you chasing something that isn't real. When you realize that your worth is something no one can give or take away, you become unshakable. People will always have opinions about you, but those opinions don't define you. One day you'll be praised, the next you might be criticized. If your self worth depends on what others think, you will constantly feel the need to prove yourself. But the truth is, you don't need approval to be enough. You don't need permission to feel worthy. The moment you stop seeking validation, you free yourself from unnecessary pressure. Comparisons often make people forget their own uniqueness. It's easy to look at someone else's life and feel like you're not doing enough or that you don't measure up, but self worth isn't about being better than others. It's about recognizing your own strengths and embracing your own journey. No two paths are the same, and trying to fit into someone else's version of success will only make you lose sight of your own. The way you treat yourself sets the tone for how others treat you. If you constantly doubt yourself, criticize yourself, or look for flaws, the world will mirror that energy back to you. But when you respect yourself, believe in your abilities, and carry yourself with confidence, people will see that too. Self worth is an inside job, and the more you nurture it, the stronger it becomes. External achievements, material success, and other people's recognition can feel rewarding, but they are not what truly define you. They can disappear, change, or be taken away. But the way you see yourself, the belief you have in your own value, stays with you. Building self-worth means understanding that you are enough as you are, regardless of circumstances, status, or opinions. Every person has something special to offer, and no one else can be you. Embracing your individuality, trusting your journey, and valuing yourself without needing external confirmation is the key to true self-worth. It's not about proving anything to the world. It's about knowing your own value, regardless of what anyone else thinks. Life is constantly changing, and growth happens when you learn to move forward instead of staying stuck in the past. Holding on to mistakes, regrets, or failures only slows you down. Moving forward doesn't mean forgetting what happened. It means choosing to learn from it and using those lessons to become stronger. The more you focus on what's ahead instead of what's behind, the more you allow yourself to grow. Every challenge you face is meant to teach you something. Whether it's a failure, a heartbreak, or a missed opportunity, each experience carries a lesson that helps shape who you are. Growth doesn't come from staying in the same place and replaying what went wrong. It comes from accepting the past for what it was, taking what you've learned, and stepping forward with a new mindset. Fear often keeps people from moving forward. Fear of making the same mistakes, fear of the unknown, or fear of starting over. But growth requires stepping outside of your comfort zone, even when it's scary. Staying in the same place might feel safe, but it doesn't lead to anything new. Moving forward, even in small steps, is the only way to discover what's possible. Growth also means letting go of what no longer serves you. Whether it's toxic relationships, self-doubt, or old habits that keep holding you back, you can't carry unnecessary weight and expect to move forward at the same time. The more you release what isn't helping you grow, the lighter and freer you become. Progress happens when you choose what's best for you, even if it's difficult. Not every step forward will feel like progress. Sometimes it might feel like you're struggling more than you're improving. But even in those moments, you're still growing. Growth isn't always obvious. It happens in the lessons you learn, in the strength you build, and in the mindset you develop along the way. Every small effort, every time you push through challenges, brings you closer to the person you're meant to be. Moving forward isn't about having everything figured out. It's about trusting that each step is bringing you closer to something better. The past doesn't define you, and staying stuck in it won't change anything. The only way to truly grow is to keep going, to keep learning, and to keep believing that what's ahead is worth moving toward. Positivity isn't just about being happy all the time. It's about choosing to see the good even when things are perfect. Life is unpredictable and challenges will always come, but your mindset determines how you handle them. A positive attitude doesn't mean ignoring reality. It means facing it with hope, strength, and the belief that things can get better. The ability to stay positive no matter what is one of the strongest traits a person can have. Negativity is easy to fall into, it spreads quickly, drains energy, and makes even small problems feel bigger. But positivity works the same way. It creates motivation, inspires others, and turns struggles into learning experiences. The way you approach life influences everything, from your success to your relationships. When you train your mind to look for solutions instead of focusing on problems, you open the door to growth and possibilities. People often think that positivity depends on circumstances, but the truth is, it's a choice. There will always be reasons to feel frustrated, defeated, or doubtful. But instead of letting those feelings control you, choosing to focus on what's good, what's working, and what's still possible makes all the difference. Your thoughts shape your reality, and when you fill your mind with positivity, life starts to reflect that energy back to you. Positivity is powerful because it doesn't just affect you, it affects everyone around you. A single positive person can change the energy of an entire room. Encouraging words, a kind gesture, or simply carrying yourself with optimism can uplift others in ways you may not even realize. When you radiate positivity, you become a source of light for those who might be struggling, and that kind of energy is contagious. Staying positive doesn't mean ignoring pain or pretending everything is okay. It means choosing to believe in yourself even when things are uncertain. It means trusting that setbacks are temporary and that every challenge is an opportunity to grow. Positivity gives you the strength to keep going when things get tough, to find lessons in difficulties, and to turn struggles into steps. There will always be moments that test your ability to stay positive, but that's when it becomes the most important. It's easy to be positive when life is going well, but true strength comes from maintaining that mindset even in tough times. The more you practice it, the stronger it becomes, and over time, positivity turns into a superpower that helps you navigate life with confidence, resilience, and unshakable belief. Life isn't meant to be lived by someone else's expectations. Everyone has an opinion on what you should do, how you should act, and what path you should take. But at the end of the day, the only person who has to live with your choices is you. Your journey is yours alone, and no one else gets to define what success, happiness, or fulfillment means for you. The more you trust yourself and block out unnecessary noise, the more you'll create a life that truly belongs to you. Comparison is one of the biggest traps that can make you doubt your path. Seeing others succeed in different ways can make you feel like you're falling behind or doing something wrong. But no two people have the same journey, and there is no single way to achieve success. The timeline that works for someone else doesn't have to be yours. When you stop measuring yourself against others and start focusing on your own growth, you begin to appreciate how far you've come. Society has a way of setting expectations. What age you should achieve certain things, what kind of career you should have, how you should behave. But following a script that isn't meant for you will only leave you feeling lost. There's nothing wrong with taking a different path, changing your mind, or rewriting your story as many times as you need to. What matters is that you're living life in a way that feels right to you, not in a way that pleases others. The fear of judgment often holds people back from making choices that truly align with them. But the truth is, no matter what you do, people will always have opinions. Trying to satisfy everyone will only make you lose yourself in the process. The more you embrace the fact that this is your journey, the more confident you become in making decisions that bring you peace and fulfillment. Mistakes, detours, and unexpected challenges are all part of the process. No journey is perfect, and no one has everything figured out from the start. The important thing is to keep moving forward on your own terms. Each step, whether big or small, is shaping you into the person you're meant to be. Growth happens when you stop fearing failure and start trusting the process, even when the path isn't clear. Your journey is not about meeting expectations or proving anything to anyone. It's about discovering who you are, what makes you happy, and what kind of life you want to build. The moment you start living by your own rules, making choices that align with your heart, and trusting your own instincts, you'll realize that the only validation you ever needed was your own.